Kadira, Valentina.
Valentina seems to be the go-to, essentially. It's a bit more flexible. It helps out. The Kadira, though, it's a great flex pick, and if it's not picked now, it will be falling in the hands of Onic, and that is always a very scary preposition. Along with that, there's still a lot of options when it comes to the high ground, long-range mages, so maybe for Onic, they're gonna go for something like the Yeve that's still available.
With this Kadira pick, though, it somehow forces Onic, the point that you're making, CW to pick up CW hero in the second phase. I feel like now Onic needs to pick up a Claude. Going with Kadira, not necessarily a juicy target, but let's see here, the approach from Onic.
I guess I get what you mean, right? There's playmaking potential in the Claude. It's safer for that gold lane, but they could go for maybe a hero for Kyrie who use some flex coming into the first phase. Pick up something. Oh, they go for the Uranus and the Valentina instead, though. So Evos, if they want, they can actually pick up the Claude.
They pick up the Claude, but against so many threats not really revealed to them just yet, it might be a bit too dangerous. They might hold off on that idea. Something a bit more flexible is the Beatrix, and Brands is absolutely deadly on that hero. And there's still a chance for the long-range snipe meta to make an appearance right here. So for Evos, all the options are available unless they want to try and go into the jungle first. Try to get something that can secure the retributions for them all the way in the early game.
And I don't think that groundbreaking hero should be given, though, for Evos.
The earth-shattering hero, you're saying?
Just anything with really good ultimates.
Yeah, I mean,
can you imagine Sans and the plethora of options right now? But no, they go in. They go for Claude and they go for the Kaja. So they're banking on that pick-off strategy, that synergy between the Kaja and the Kadira in the trio WCG team.
Yeah, but they balance it out with that Claude pick, right? It adds AoE, it's DPS. So it's a very well-balanced first three picks from out of Evos Legends. Now, Onic, what will they do here? They are still... I feel like they need to draft someone for...
either Boots or Keyboy.
I think they can go for Kyrie.
Oh, but already Uranus, so I'd go for Keyboy here.
I think Keyboy makes sense. If they don't go for something right now, with already securing a roaming hero for Evos, they can very easily start batting out
Kyrie.
some of these heroes. But as Gondi called out, getting something for Kyrie seems to be their priority. Against a Kaja and a Kadira, though, this is quite dangerous. And I think Kyrie has what it takes to pull it off.
You know what? Oh, wait, no, it's banned out.
Okay, it's a template, right? You see the gold, you see the mage. Yeb insta-pick the assassin here for Kyrie. Still with that theme. Second phase. Onic, what will they go for? EXP ban.
In the EXP lane, going up against a Uranus, generally the Paquito is already banned out. That's great, but the Martis, banning out the fighters in the jungle to ensure that Kyrie won't be pressured. Going with this pattern, the Baxia is still available as well. Here's a fun fact by the for Onic though, MSC Collector, Onic becomes the only team that has 2 MSE trophies.
Really? Technically, Drian does.
Well, does it
Drian
count?
becomes the only player.
Because technically, it's not the same lineup.
True.
With how they won the first MSC, but we do have a comment here from Anti-Mage. I support Sutsujin because he's skilled as both a tank and an assassin jungler. His emblem combination is different from other junglers. For example, Fredrin with Impure Rage and Lancelot using Lethal Ignition. What is my prediction? Evos 2-1. Let's see if that comes to fruition here. As the Beatrix banned out from Evos, taking it away from a CW. Does Onic want to double down on going against the junglers? Akai is still up for grabs. Sutsujin is a notable Akai player, but they go for the Dairoth ban. Very interesting.
The Dairoth ban against the Uranus. We've talked about this quite often with this matchup. It's respected, but at the same time, you don't really win out the lane outright when you go with the Dairoth. And if you look at the rest of the team, the Dairoth doesn't really do well being more vulnerable, and against so much mobility, he will have struggles trying to land the Abyssum Strike. So for Onic, that's a very, very careful, right? Very safe ban they're going for. For Evos,
Harith ban?
Do they want to go for maybe a Harith, right? Eliminate more gold laners, or are they going to try to eliminate more roaming heroes to try and make sure that Keyboy doesn't get his way?
Maybe. I'm really thinking right now, yeah, Harith ban just makes sense here for side of Evos Legends. Onic, they might pick up the Harith if it's up and available, but they will go for Kufra. Signature Keyboy going up against a Claude. His first skill can cancel that Blazing Duet.
Finally, right? We get to see Keyboy on a hero that can play make. And talking about making, there is a history maker fun fact here for Evos. Evos becomes a team that secures 3 champion titles in the first editions of international tournaments, M1, ISF 2022, and WCG 2023.
Wow.
History makers, trend setters. That's Evos Legends.
I am baffled. I'm flabbergasted seeing the achievements. That's a long list of achievements, but let's talk about the drafts again. Baksha and Arlen Arashi. So a lot of dive in the composition of Evos Legends. Is it worth it to put all your eggs in that basket?
I think for Evos, it's just scary how fast they roam around and how much pickoff they have. They can start it off with the Kaja, they can start it off with the Kadena, and also with the Baksha as well. So it's going to be very difficult for Kairi to be farming safely in the jungle. They bind the Martis out, but they left the Baksha. So this leads me to believe that there is a bit of a plan. That plan is going to be a 1-1. A safer playmaking hero with output potential for CW. But so far in the drafts, Onic have to contend with the Uranus getting quote-unquote countered a bit by that Baksha still.
Ooh, the first 1-1 pick of the day. And it makes sense, right, with a lot of potential engages from the side of Evos.
Why not fly?
Yeah, why not soar?
Why not fly? Why not soar? They are the kings of the skies, right? So the 1-1 does fit perfectly into their composition. However, I'm worried about everything else. Like you mentioned, Arashi, Uranus going to be either kind of quote-unquote countered by the Baksha with the anti-regen passive that he has, and the fact that there's so much CC, so much playmaking from the side of Evos, where Onic is only banking on the Kufra and possibly the Valentina to make the plays. It's a little too one-dimensional for my taste. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, who do you have in this match? Because we are going straight into the Land of Dawn, the Rumble in the Jungle. We have the Yellow Porcupines going against the King of the Jungle, Evos Legends.
All the way in the early game, you see the Keyboy taking a lot of pressure. The clear speed, this is what we have to talk about right here. Kairi and Sutsujin, they're going to be going toe-to-toe in the Retribution battles and in the jungle control battles. On paper, the Baksha wins, but with the mid lane being a Valentina, with the side lane being a Uranus as well, there's a chance that all these players, all these heroes on the sides, on the lanes, are going to try and go into the jungle and try and influence that situation in favor of Onic.
Baksha and Pure Rage though. It's crazy. Okay. Let's see here, early game. Nothing much. It seems like with the pick off or early centric first minute, it's just all quiet.
Seems like Impure Rage on tank. See, it's just like something that Sutsujin really enjoys. Looking at the emblems, we have confirmation. It is going to be an Impure Rage. Maybe for a bit of the mana sustain for more spammable spells. On the side of Onic though, they recognize the potential for pickoffs. They all go for the Tenacity emblem, except for Kairi.
Let's see here, Sutsujin grabs the camp there. Kairi's camp. Seems like Boots and Sutsujin will go at it. No commitments, no connection just yet. Both teams here, all farm.
Yeah, they're all waiting for that level 4 power spike, right? They need Van Strong level 4. Right now, he's still level 2. He's falling quite far behind. Meanwhile, Krite still level 3 as well. A lot of these teams are banking on it, as well as Keyboy. So we can expect a little bit of passiveness coming into the early game. There's going to be a little bit of aggression here and there, but finally, wait a second. With Sans already level 4, he's already picked up that Divine Judgment. That's definitely going to be a make or break spell coming into this Turtle Dance.
For Evos, they wanted to go for the tank jungler, so they're going to try and contest this, but this is quite dangerous without level 4s. They just got it right now, but look at that.
Oh, Kairi gets taken down for his blood for the White Tigers. Take a look at the Turn Fire, Pincer Fire as well. Sutsujin claiming the turtle and the kill. Take a look at the domino effect, and now Sutsujin already in the jungles of Kairi, Rayos del Sol. 2-0, Evos Legends. They're looking to build their momentum from now and Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Look at the aggression already being placed onto Sans there in the mid lane, as Pride Van Strong gonna have no problem in clearing. But looking at the talent's prediction, it's gonna be a 3v3. Gani a little bit lonely here on the English desk.
Whoa.
The only one seeing the potential of Onyx draft, but 1v1, Boots and Fluffy.
It's chill, it's chill. Fluffy, no dominance eyes just yet. That's why Boots is comfortable, is confident in that vicinity. But again, the slants, man, you can see in theory, fighters going up against an assassin, fighter has an edge. Is that why, Arasha?
Well, fighter against assassin, by default, the assassin isn't going to be having that much damage in the early game to one-shot a beefier guy. So the matchup by default favors the fighter unless everyone else can get involved. The issue for Evos, for Onic right here, is that for Evos Legends, the intervention from the laners is so much better. The Kadira, the Arlet, these are all great crowd control tools to lock down this Lancelot. So Kyrie, he's going to struggle a lot more to have presence in these big fights.
Oh, Shield Unity on towards Sans. Oh, Keyboy with the catch on towards Kaja though. Take a look at the engage. Suppression comes through towards CW. Crossbow Tang will be popped. Not enough damage though. This is the early game. Tsutujin in the front side. Pop the Pusans, but no casualty. CW with the kill. Take a look at Keyboy here. Soaking damage. Still surviving though. That's a win for Onic.
Yeah, they're all just trading back. This is why we call it the Rumble in the Jungle. You think Evos Legends has a little bit of an edge because they were able to take Kyrie down earlier? Evo says no. What? But Fluffy deletes that entire thing and takes matters into his own hands. A solo kill onto Kyrie. And that means Evos Legends, they're gonna get a free turtle.
He did that twice now in this game. Practically solo killing Kyrie. And again, the perfect time to do that. Tsutujin claims the next neutral objective, as you mentioned, Eterna. Let's see here, how will Onic find compensation from that loss?
That was crazy. Against a Uranus, the Arlet walked all the way there just to make an impact, leaving the lane. This is Fluffy's signature style, and I didn't think it's possible using an Arlet, but wait a minute, Kyrie!
Petrify connects, right. Sneaky guy gets it, getting the kill.
Sans has picked up the Divine Judgment though, so that is a good playmaking tool if Onic can find some kind of vulnerability here. Because for Evos, everyone's just walking at the same direction, walking the same way, and Tsutujin is just so annoying right now. Too tanky for the members of Onic to threaten until later on with some more items, allowing Evos to control all the map and set up for the big Divine Judgments.
Yeah, they're definitely not there yet. And taking a look at the audience prediction, it is favoring Evos, but just a little bit, right? 51%, very close in that 50-50. But back to that point, the fact that nobody's been able to have that damage going for Onic just yet to melt these members down from the side of Evos Legends, that's a problem, right? Because if they're banking on the late game, Evos Legends, they have brands. They have brands who's still going to... Wait a minute. Boots is so... Is Tsutujin gonna get taken out?
Oh my god.
That was so close, though.
Well,
good guy Boots.
At what cost though? Losing the turret in the bot side means Fluffy has even more free range to move around. Finally, we take a look at some of the items right here. And for Fluffy, it's going to be the... there's a bit of damage built up right here, but the Dominance Ice to cut down that healing. Already itemizing in such a good way. And look at this systematic play. Everyone rotating, Fluffy covering the mid area. Evos are going for a fight.
Okay, the Flicker Divine Judgment. Take a look at the make-off style. Petrify as well, connected towards Keyboy. That's a lot of resource for a roamer. But neutral objective is up. Is that worth it? I think so.
They're collapsing really well, so it is kind of worth it in a sense. Boots had a little bit of damage onto Fluffy, but he's still able to sustain Alba by Brands!
No words. I don't know what happened there. Bronze was suddenly in the middle of a 3 members of Onic. Now they want the top side turret. Fluffy though jumps in on towards Sans, and Sans gets taken out. Fluffy, man, playing out of his mind this game.
He's doing a lot of damage right here, not being a tanky hero, looking for more damage. Brands though, what happened there? Evos Legends, they have some control, but when their members move down away, It seems like Brands was late to the party, straggling behind the rest of the team, and gets taken out. Susujin now contesting for the turtle. Will he be able to though?
Good knock-up. Yeah, good knock-up. So neutral objective will fall to the hands of Onic. But Evos Legends 1,500 gold lead, well, deficit for Onic. What can they do here, Arashi?
They gotta try and just reduce the rate of them getting picked off. And in the beginning, they only have one Purifier on their team anyways, and there's only 2 members tanky enough to withstand the initial engagement. The fact that Boots is going up against a physical damage hero means that in the later stage of the game, he is not safer from the burst damage coming in from Krite on the Kadita as well. So for Onic, just to slow the game down and bank on the later stage of the game where maybe Sans and CW, as well as Kyrie, can make some plays happen for their team. Or maybe they can just wait for the macro gameplay and try and use that against each other.
Definitely, definitely. If we're taking a look at the game here, Kyrie already picked up the item for penetration, getting a little bit more damage. He's been taken out 3 times already in the course of 9 minutes. The only way is what we saw earlier on. Keyboy makes a big play to stop Sutsujin as Fluffy goes in.
Okay, Terrified connecting onto its fence round, but Franz! That blazing duet hurts, and Fluffy finding the kill. Keyboy now forced to use the flicker. But it seems like Onic, they're not afraid to re-engage there. But then again, Evos Legends with another win there. Finding the kill on towards CW.
But the thing is, Onic, it doesn't seem like they want to go all in on it. You can see from Kyrie the way that he's the way that he's rotating, because he knows in a 5v5 there's a little bit too much CC going on. But Evos, they want to press the issue. They're looking for another trade. And every time you think Onic has a better trade, Evos Legends trade it back. And that's why Evos still holding on to that 2,000 gold lead. And they're not letting go.
Well, 2,000 gold lead in the grand scheme of things isn't that bad. But against Evos Legends and this style of composition, it's bad enough. And Onic, they're struggling to try and find something with the first Lord being contested right here. It's going to be dangerous if Evos get their hands on it. It allows them to take so much more turrets. And against a team like this, turrets and safety, right? Vision is something that you really, really want to maintain all the way into the late game.
But let's see, right? As both of these teams are going to be dancing around this Lord. So Sutsujin level 12, Kyrie level 12, it's going to be a 50-50 depending on the roamers, the way that they utilize their resources to detach on one another. If Keyboy gets a good pick onto Sutsujin, then it's definitely for Kyrie and vice versa. So let's see. Oh, here we go, Sans.
Flicker, Divine Judgment. Oh, take a look at the damage. Sutsujin will be taken out. Sans with the secure kill. It's a 5v4, no retribution for the White Tigers. Is this the green light, or will Evos be able to delay? Fluffy jumping in, Keyboy charging, finding Joe, and there you go! The collapse, blazing the wet, kind of forced, particularly the damage is already there, but it is not enough as CW claims the double. Now in the backside, Fanstrong with the Immortal, will not lose his Immortal, will lose his Immortal as Onic finds the one. No, Fanstrong survives this time.
Oh wait, he might not. Look at that, Kyrie goes in!
Ooh.
And it's wiped out for Onic in the 11th minute of the game. So Sutsujin trying to try his best to defend that mid lane turret, making sure it doesn't fall to Onic once again. But there you go, the insta-collab from Onic.
Evos Legends not on the same page right there. Sutsujin getting left out alone. Evos Legends re-engaging after with a man disadvantage, crowding around for Keyboy to make that huge engage. Afterwards, Brands also gambled, going for the full duration blazing duet. Unfortunately, not catching anyone. This is Evos Legends losing control, and look at the swing of gold. Onic immediately getting a 3,000, almost 4,000 gold advantage.
Is Brands ready for a team fight when he went in for that all-in? But wait a minute. All right. So they're able to clear it out. We have a little bit more time, but wait, 3 lanes are going to be crashing here. Onic, they're just waiting for that moment to strike. It looks like they're still going to be able to clear, though. And Onic, Evos, still able to defend.
No base turrets going down, but all the other turrets taken out. This is Onic striking back off the back of a great team fight that Evos Legends aren't even forced into. Looking at some of the items, CW left relatively alone. Corrosion Scythe, Demon Hunter Sword, Wind Talker as well. A lot of damage and a lot of mobility in the attack speed. Wind of Nature available to counter the Blazing Duet as well, but that's the only real DPS they have. Everything else is burst, and Sans doesn't have the Clock of Destiny, going straight for the Lightning Truncheon and the Winter, looking for some outplay potential here.
You know what? Looking at CW's itemization here, yeah, Malefic Roar should be his next item, but I want to ask you, Rashi, is it worth it for CW to build Athena Shield?
In this game, going for Athena.
Yeah.
It's a bit too careful, but look at Keyboy.
Okay, good catch, but doesn't really... Oh, take a look at the Final Slash towards Boots, though. He soaks a lot of damage, will not survive. Keyboy, defensive flicker, gets stunned as well, but the damage is there. Sutsujin needs to be careful. He gets taken out. Good suppression as it's a 2-for-2. Onic lost Boots and Keyboy, but Van Strong and Susujin gets taken down as well.
That's a lot more value for Onic, man. No jungler, no buffs. Kyrie getting free reign in the jungle. And on that note, Goni, having the... Oh, Kride with the steal!
Oh.
Brilliant.
I mean, Kride is doing so good right now, going for the damage, being more flexible with his combos, right? Not just going for the pickoffs. But the 1-1 going for the Athena, I think is going to be a bit too secure. Knowing CW, he's positioning well enough already, and there's all these other members waiting for the chance to just open the bush up, open up the vision to ensure that CW does not get taken out. So with a Natural Purify as well, I think he's okay going with less defensive items.
Okay.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a free Lord given over to Onic. A really good pickoff earlier on, the way that they collapsed it onto the objective. But man, Fluffy, despite being in a losing situation right now as a whole, he's been able to do so much for his team. The follow-up Final Slashes coming through, the 1v1s, and the damage dealt #1 on the charts. But will it be enough to fend against the Yellow Porcupines?
Let's see. Lord charges in the mid. Oh, Susujin just caught. Oh, good cover! Final Slash on towards Seal. Terrified though. Susujin gets taken down regardless. Onic playing it slowly. Boots has Immortal here. Sans giving burst. But no casualties on the board anymore. Onic still with the win. No base turrets taken down just yet though.
3 turrets are still collapsing here. Goni-san!
Oh, Flicker Divine Judgment Crimes gets taken down. That's a green light now. They can pull the trigger. Let's see, will they commit to this or not? Fluffy, Van Strong, and Brands try to defend. Oh, Flicker missed there from Van Strong. Final Slash. And Divine Judgment onto his Keyboy. He has Immortal. That's okay as Brands Blazing Duet to clear the waves. He gets taken out. Mega kill, and Onic with that kill will strike first in this current series.
And there it is, Onic with their winning lineup. They lead the series 1-0 against Evos Legends. And this is the lineups that we were questioning, right? Which lineup do we require from Onic? And what is the best from Evos Legends? And a lot of people have said that this is the strongest Evos Legends, but they still lose 1-0 against Onic.
It's going so well.